Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about title insurance. Title is one of the most important things that you can have in a house, and when I get a call from a client who wants to sell their house, or even someone who's thinking about buying a particular house, I look up the title. So I have Gil Gazanian from Chicago Title with me today, and Chicago Title is one of the largest title companies in the United States, if not the world. And Gil is my go-to title representative, and you get me a report. So why don't you tell me, what is title, and how do you get it for me?
Well, Anne-Marie, thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
And what title insurance is probably protects the most valuable investment that anyone can have. And so when, especially here in Southern California, when they're acquiring a home or a condominium, you want to make sure that it is clear of liens. So in other words, when someone is buying a home, if they don't get title insurance, there may be some liens prior to when they bought them. So someone.
So kind of, let's explain. Okay, so what is title? Is it like, you're saying title insurance, is it like car insurance, or how does that work?
That's a good point. It is not like car insurance nor homeowners insurance or health insurance, because those insurance, number one, are like having a one-time premium. Or I'm sorry, is a yearly premium, and then number two, it's for future claims. Title insurance actually, the homeowner receives it, the buyer, and when they get it, if by some chance a claim would arise after they've bought the home, then the title company could be brought in to check and see if indeed there was something that was missed. Maybe a contractor had a mechanic's lien. Maybe there was an IRS lien. Maybe there was a loan that was hidden. And so the title company, even before the buyer is getting that, a report is being made, what's called a preliminary report, to see what the status of the title is.
Okay, so someone, when they buy their house, they want to make sure that no one has put liens on the house so that they get it, as we say, free and clear.
Exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
Great. And then, see, one of the things that I like to get the title report for is I want to find out the people I'm meeting are actually the people who own the house. So isn't that one of the things that you also insure, to make sure that those are the people who own the property?
Yes, and so from that standpoint, that is a service. So in other words, the bottom line is the title company insures clear title to make sure that the title, the ownership, is free and clear of any liens, anybody that might have something from the past that they could bring on to the buyer. And it's a protection for the seller as well.
Okay, and one of the things I wanted to bring out, because it's a great thing that maybe many people don't know about, is once you hit 55 years or older, you can actually sell your house and carry your property tax with you. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
So, and isn't it, it's like Proposition 60 and 90?
Right.
Can you tell us about that?
Proposition 60 is within LA County.
Okay.
And so if for example, I own a home in Arcadia. And just to give an example, we bought the home way back when, in 1984, for $115,000.
Gosh, those great days.
Yes, they were. Now, if we were to sell that property, and we have a low property tax base because of Proposition 13 here in California, so if I were to buy a home for $500,000, as long as it's for equal or lesser value of my home that I'm selling in Arcadia, I would transfer that property tax base.
Okay, so you bought your house at $150,000. You then buy a new house for $500,000.
$700,000.
Okay.
And so.
So your property tax from your original house.
Well, the thing here again, assuming I sell my house for $700,000,
okay,
then in other words, it's what you buy, the market value of what you buy, and then that as long as the property, if I sell for $700,000 and the home or condo I buy is for $600,000, that property tax base would transfer over.
So that would be a big savings, because
yes,
otherwise, so now you're only having to pay tax as if it were still on your $150,000 house,
exactly,
instead of on the $700,000. So that's great for our viewers who have, a home that you've owned for a long time, and you don't have to be worried. You can actually buy a new house and carry your property tax with you. But you do have to make sure to file that, right? Didn't you say it was about 3 years?
Yeah, now the filing, that has to be once you've bought that new house or condo, you have to do it within 3 years of the date that you purchased that home.
Okay, that's great. And then are there other things, like is there a particular time of that you purchase the title insurance? Is it always right when you buy the house, or can you actually get additional title insurance later?
That's an excellent question, and the answer is no. You have to get the title insurance at the time, because here again, the title company is facilitating and doing a search on that property, doing a search on the seller. For example, there's what's called the general index that the title company checks on the seller and the buyer as well. So if there's an IRS lien or if there's a judgment, then that is checked on there, and that has to be rectified. That has to be fixed before the title company is going to insure the title to that property. And you as a buyer, the buyer wants to make sure they're protected. If that's missed, that's where the title company would come in and facilitate the title insurance.
Well, I so appreciate your coming in, Gil. And so for our viewers, when you buy a property, you're going to get a title policy, and someone like Gil Gazanian will help facilitate that. And we want to make sure that you get free and clear title and you can transfer your property tax base. Thank you so much.